Welcome back to the next set of games today between St4rk and Squeak. I'm going to divide this into two parts because I know for a fact there's more than 3 games. So let's go into game number 1 right now. We have Team Random Spanish War here. Squeak is already up to Castle Age, St4rk a little bit behind. I guess Spanish meta go for Conquistadors and Monks, and if the players are close, fast Imperial Age. I don't think it's going to happen here. St4rk just finishing the berries. St4rk got extra gold in the back, second stones safe in the back, which is good for him. He's got a main gold forward, not looking too nice, and then there's the third gold and second gold both outside. And this area is really important for St4rk here. And main stone also somewhat forwardish. Had 4 deer very far outside, so he didn't take them, so a bit of a disadvantage for him. And we have one relic relatively close, but in the middle almost. 2 relics on the left, extra stone here, and 1 on the right hand side, and I'm missing number 5. Not sure, is it in anybody's base maybe? Oh no, it's close to the walls. We have a castle coming up for Squeak immediately. He is up to Imperial Age, to Castle Age, sorry. He's taking the stone still, he's getting castle up 4 villages, monastery first, 2 villages on gold, the main gold from Fort, main stone on the side. TC coming immediately, the players are not close towards one another, so guess fast Imperial Age isn't the best thing to do here. And instead we do seek TC, extra gold, and the second and third gold both outside, as far as I remember. Yes, there we go. He had 4 deer outside, or was it 3, and a boar outside, so he lured them in. Looks good for Squeak. And I'm not sure who's the favorite here. I imagine St4rk should be a little bit stronger, but Squeak is a very strong player, and that means could go either way. Makes sense that it's not only 3 games here. Let's see what the players are going to do. Actually, both are coming for St4rk right now, and as expected, a castle coming up to protect the main gold and somewhat cover the second gold as well. But St4rk isn't hurrying to get this castle up, and Conquistador on the way, and still 5 villages on stone. Doesn't look like a fast Imperial Age to me for any player here, especially seeing that Squeak got a second TC up and running, and third TC on the way now. He is going with a few single Conquistadors. Does he have relics in already? Yeah, there's 2 for him. There's 2 more on the left hand side and 1 in the middle. I think St4rk should be able to get at least this one, and he's going to fight for the 2 relics on the left hand side. I am assuming at least both players can see the relics. And like this, we have Conquistador fights in Castle Age, a few scouts in the mix, but you need to protect your monks. That's basically the most important thing here. And then try to go either fast to Imperial Age or get a good economy going. And try not to fall too far behind, because fast Imperial is very dangerous. If your opponent is getting monks, T and trebuchets out before you have a good eco, like St4rk maybe is still planning to go there. I don't know, wheelbarrow on the way for Squeak, but now St4rk also with wheelbarrow in a second TC at least. He was pretty late. I'm not sure, maybe he lost a villager before or something like that, but I don't think so. And Squeak playing a very clean game for now with a nice boom, a good amount of farms up. Still taking stone to get a second castle up if needed, and he's got 2 relics still, going to try and fight for number 3, maybe number 4, but looks like St4rk has more military units on the field. And for now, St4rk looking a little bit better when it comes to the relics, because he should be able to get the last ones in. But it's not going to be easy. And the monk is going down, nice snipe there, going back, so St4rk has to wait a little bit longer, invest a little bit more gold. And like this, Squeak is getting the time he needs to get a good economy going. St4rk at the same time, a lot of stone in the bank, so he can go for a second castle. I don't think he's going for that. He needed to be up to Imperial Age already, building a castle and building it to protect the rest of the main stone. And there is like 450 left, maybe 500. I think 450 is more closer to it. And Squeak at the same time, still being a little bit annoying. There's minor fights, nice shot, nice split, but that's really not the most important thing here on the map to see. So I'm going a little bit faster right now and wait for the players to go to Imp or for forward maybe. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. St4rk going in the relic now, and he should send this monk back to get the last relic in as well. 17 against 12 military units, but Squeak should be better when it comes to economy, to resources. He has a lot of wood, so he can reseed those farms. He actually sold 300 wood, and he's getting close to click up to Imperial Age. He's got enough stone for a castle, almost for a second castle actually, and St4rk at the same time is far away from Imperial Age. I don't know how he's going to do this. Barracks now coming up, maybe he's considering bloodlines, because he's got more conquistadors, but the numbers really not that far apart, and Squeak is playing a really good game here. Handcard on the way for him, second castle protecting this forward gold, also second stone. I think I didn't see this before, but this may be important. And I think once Squeak is up to Imperial Age, he should get the Monk upgrades and try to convert Conquistadors using block printing, using Illumination and Theocracy maybe. And I think Stark, while he's trying to go in now, he should not be able to do a lot of damage. Squeak almost also going in now to try and fight this. The Monks behind are going to play a very important role here. Can he get a few conversions? That's actually 2-3 conversions here. Stark is losing a lot of army and he needs to go back. He's running into 2 castles. This is not good for Stark. And Heavy Plow Handcart coming from Stark now, but he's still nowhere close to Imperial Age. Not sure what he misplayed here, but he's got 3 TCs way too late, I think, and he didn't go all in aggression. He played a mixed strategy, which did not really work out, and Squeak at the same time, double monastery up, getting more monks out, a lot of resources in the bank when it comes to food. Of course, not a lot of gold, because he's investing into monks and trebuchets, now doing conquistadors again. He probably needs more gold miners. We do see a TC coming up on that 3rd gold, and he's mining a lot here, and the main gold, of course. Also going for the extra gold right now. This is a very good idea, and he is going forward now with the trebuchets. He's going to try and get rid of one of those castles. Can Squeak see them? No, not yet, but he's going to find them very soon. There it is, and Squeak can attack immediately. Should use the monks and the conquistadors, of course, to guard these trebuchets. And at the same time, maybe revolt this with stone bolts, but it's not happening for now. Maybe he's confident that Stark cannot go in. Elite Conquistador, Theocracy, and Stark is Castle Age. This is terrible for him. He's going to lose that castle very, very fast. It's not even sending villagers to repair, and I'm not sure what he's going to do here. Another castle coming up in the back, protecting the stone and extra gold, but seriously, he doesn't have the numbers, he doesn't have the technology, the techs here to fight this. And one castle going down, trebuchet is probably moving now to the left hand side, no, the right hand side, sorry, towards the golds. Can Squeak actually see the golds? He can see this gold, he spotted the castle, and Stark finally advancing to Imperial Age. At the same time, we do have elite conquistadors on the field for Squeak, who is trying to maybe find Stark's conquistadors. Yes, we may see a fight here, but not happening yet, and we may see 2 trebuchets going down fast. Heresy on the way from Stark. Interesting to see this upgrade. Not sure if it's the best idea, because Lightcav and Hussar are probably coming in very soon. That means the monks are not going to be the best defenders here, and no castles means no conquistadors means what are you going to do here? Stark is in trouble, and Squeak is playing a really good game with Spanish. Maybe it's one of his better civilizations, I have no idea. Now Stark is going to be ready very soon, because Squeak is opening the vaults. Hussar on the way, conscription, very important upgrade in the long run. And Squeak got a very good economy, 117 villagers, only 2 idols, that's basically nothing. Conquistadors moving in, the monks following, and now there's 3 trebuchets already. Probably going to attack the monastery and the TC next. And while Stark's still waiting for Imperial Age, Squeak is happily going in with the elite conquistadors. It's just amazing how bad Stark misplayed this, let's call it like this. I'm not used to see something like that from him, and I hope he's going to be better in the next game, because I don't see a way for him to come back here. Villagers looking for gold, maybe they're not going to find it, they're only finding wood lines, of course. 3 relics gone, Lightcav, chain barding armor, ring arch armor, and 2 men saw on the way, but Squeak doing forging and probably getting a few stamens up. Hussar upgrade is done, plus 4 defense is done, those villagers are dying. I don't think there is a way for Stark to come back here. Let me go a little bit faster, because I don't want to drag this on too long. I'm assuming that Squeak is just going to win this. Market going down can be really important, as well as maybe some houses. Now Stark 133 population, but he doesn't really have a lot of resources. It's not looking bad, but not good either. And the trebuchet is hitting the next castle. There's only 1 left now, and 2 trebuchets, 4 trebuchets trying to defend here. It's not a big problem, because we can just move in with all the elite conquistadors and maybe try and take down the traps, or use the monks in the back. Now the Hussars may go in to raid or to take down traps. Let's see. Don't think they should be able to do it. I think he should have sent both groups at the same time. Trebuchet is even attacking elite conquistadors, but right now there's the big fight, and I think that's the finishing move here for Squeak. Take down the last castle. Actually, another one came up here from Stark, and he got a lot of gold in the bank, but he's not producing from the castles. He's not doing conquistadors. He is going for Lightcav right now. Not sure that's the best idea. I think you still need the Kongs. Now he's back to producing. And his eco, 86 villagers, but one quarter is idle, is really not looking good here. So Squeak in total control of this game. Resources for him, of course, looking better. He's almost population capped, can't take too long. And even going for Stark's gold, it's now very ballsy, but it makes sense. Siege Ram on the way. I like this upgrade. It's a very good idea. And now there's another trap starting to hit these castles. Light Cav and Conquistors against elite Conquistors, and of course Hussars in the field. We know how this game is going to end now. Look at the score difference. And I'm just waiting for the final goal. There it is. GG. Let's go into game number 2. We have Chinese against Hans. Actually, Squeak getting Chinese from Stark, and Stark picking Hans for himself in this game. Squeak faster to Castle Age, which is interesting with Chinese. Not sure what Stark is going to do here. Sorry about that. And we have for Squeak main gold forward, 1 relic inside, 3rd gold outside, 2nd gold safe in the back, an extra gold safe in the back, which is nice for him. The main stone also safe. He had 4 deer inside, very importantly for Chinese, of course. Monastery coming up, and the stable is up as well. But Stark has a stable too, as we can see, 2 scouts for him. Makes sense as the Hans. He's still advancing to the Castle 8, the repopulation. Main gold for him safe in the back, 2nd gold in main stone also safe, even the 3rd gold inside. Only the 2nd stone outside. There was a boar outside, but I think he lured it in through the gate. 1 relic here, and then there's 3 on the top side of the map. A few scouts here going down, nothing major, also coming in from Stark. Let's see what the players are deciding to do here. We do see TC come up for the Chinese player for Squeak, and he may need it to protect this main gold. He may also need a siege workshop if Stark decides to go forward here. Monastery is up. Let's see what Stark imagined to do here. Is getting a TC up, a 2nd TC in the wood line. Not perfect. I would have preferred to see it 1 more tile to the left, because then he could have put farms around here like this. Blacksmith in a really awkward position. And Squeak at the same time. Let's see. 2nd TC is up, 3rd TC is up on the main stone. Really not sure. I guess he should have put a TC on the wood line. I prefer to see the TCs on wood lines, because the safe wood income seems to be more important, and you can easily transition wood villagers to build farms. It's not so easy to get more villagers on wood. It takes quite some time, and let's see how Squeak is going to do this. At the same time, we have no relics in the monasteries yet. I think Stark going for the first one here, and the spearman is going to fight the wolf. I think with the help of the monks, this wolf should go down. Also the scout coming in to help maybe. Town watch on the way from Stark, which is interesting to see. 30 TCs now up. I like this TC pretty much actually on the wood line, but enough, more or less enough space around to build farms. I guess he's going to cut these trees. Also still 3 villagers on the gold in the back, and spearmen being converted. Very funny to see. Still scouts on the map, but no light cav. Of course, we don't have any big monk push here, so light cav really not needed. A few more farms coming up here for Squeak now, and Squeak is on stone. He should have enough farms to keep villager production going and get maybe wheelbarrow, handcart, something like that in. And Stark, let's see, farming economy looking alright. He's getting more farms right now. He had a little bit too much wood here. 2 TCs on the wood lines. Maybe not needed. I think this would have been a better choice of position, or maybe even like here between the gold and this little small wood patch, but he didn't want to send the villagers too far away, I guess. And Stark has taken map control. Let's check the relic count. 2 relics in. Siege workshop coming up. There's 1 more here, and I'm assuming Squeak got one of the relics in the open field. Let me see. Yes, got 2. 1 from inside the space and 1 from the middle. So 2 against 3 relics. Squeak should be alright at that, and he is still happily booming with 3 TCs. Going to take a lot of stone here and going to build a castle very soon. I'm assuming to even protect this gold more than only TC. And we have a lot of gold in the bank for Squeak. Actually, missing a bit of food to click up, but only 67 pop right now, so it's not too bad here to have a lot of gold in. Handcart on the way for Squeak and done. Not sure about Stark, I didn't pay too much attention. Minor fightings happening, a few monks, I'm not sure what was converted here. Maybe was a spearman, I don't know. Mangonel is on the field, and Townwatch coming in from Stark right now, but 2 scouts. Ooh, this is gonna end badly for Squeak. He's losing 3 monks for nothing. Very good job here by Stark. For now, he's doing alright. Handcart coming in right now. Archer Rangers on the way, and Stark has a good amount of resources resources in the bank to click up. Monastery and Siege Workshop are up as well. Market coming now up for Squeak. That would explain the big gold count. He has the monastery, but no Siege Workshop, no university, so he cannot click up yet. I think he's waiting for the castle to finish, and I think this castle should have been even in front of the TC, but maybe it's alright like this. Both players on the way to Imperial Age, clicking almost at the same time. Both Conquerors coming in and fletching for Stark, while Squeak probably going for Chukunu. Yes. The question is, what type of siege are we going to see? I wonder if anybody's going for Onages here, and with anybody I mean Squeak, because Stark probably, if he's going siege, then it will be siege rams, or maybe trebuchets later on. Now Lumbercamp coming up to maybe cut this gold open, but I'm not sure about it, because this gold is perfectly fine, but the villagers have to walk so far around. I'm really not happy with this Lumbercamp. At the same time, it shouldn't make that much of a difference. It's just these minor things that I'm going to spot from time to time. A villager now coming forward here for Stark, and I think we're going to see Cav Archers against Chukunu. Stark, is he producing already? Yes, but not a lot. I think he's waiting for the cheaper Cav Archers in Imperial Age, if I'm correct. This is AOC, so I think this should be correct in my mind. Not sure about the bonus in VK actually, one of the kingdoms. Now one annoying mangonel to take down a house maybe. Look at Squeak, a lot of resources in the bank, and we have both players up to Imp. Elite Chukunu immediately. Chemistry for Stark. Brace on the way from both, and Stark doing Caprum indeed. Squeak now, let's see, 97 villagers, good economy. Stark only on 84, 85, but he's not far behind. And he's probably waiting for either the Heavy Cav Archer upgrade or for Siege Ram even. Problem is, Chukunu, and especially Elite Chukunu, once they get rocketry even more, they are really good against Siege Ram. They're taking them down like, I think faster than Mangada even. And there are Siege Workshops coming up from Stark. He's going with a lot of Siege Rams apparently. Ring Out Armor Conscription Chemistry coming in now. Stark indeed doing the Siege Ram upgrade. Had a food in his farming economy looking alright. Maybe needs a few more still if he's going for Hussars later on. But for now, it's going to be Ram production. Squeak here with 2 castles, got enough stone for a 3rd castle, going with stables outside now. Bloodlines, Heavy Flow Chemistry, Scale Barding Armor, and we have Petted Archer Armor in for Stark. Squeak, okay for now, looking really, really healthy with the economy and with a good amount of military units. Same for Stark, except for missing lacking 25 villagers compared to Squeak here, but the Cav Archers on the field, and looks like Squeak is going for more upgrades. They are a little bit cheaper, of course, but Stark doing Bloodlines and Heavy Cavalry now. Sorry, Heavy Cav Archer, but I guess it's called Heavy Cavalry. Interesting. Husbandry on the way from Squeak as well. A castle to protect this extra stone, I like it. Garrison your villagers, sent them back to work. 1 Siege Ram, actually it's 4 in total, 3 Siege Workshops. But there's a trebuchet hitting that Siege Workshop inside Stark space. And I'm not even sure, can Squeak see this forward? He can see it now, Chukunu moving in, but only attacking the Rams, and their numbers are too low at this point. And that means the Heavy Cav Archers are doing a good job here. And Heavy Cav Archers, of course, a lot faster. That means the Siege Rams can breach the walls, and then Heavy Cav Archers can maybe go in and do some damage. There is a lot of Elite Chukunu, and you can see it. The Siege Rams going down really fast. I think Squeak may need Siege Rams of his own, but he's moving in with Light Cav as well, and that means the Chukunu can attack while the Light Cav are taking the damage pretty much. This Siege Workshop should not go down like this, because the Light Cav are going to die doing nothing, but I guess Squeak is busy somewhere else. He's got Cap from here, Siege Ram on the way for him, and Elite Chukunu fighting the Heavy Cav Archers here. Let's see, can Squeak actually hold on to this forward as well to his own base, where he needs to protect from pretty nice attack here. Once the Siege Ram is finished, this will be a really nice raiding party, and he's going to try and raise a few buildings. The Heavy Cav Archers are really not that strong against Siege Rams, of course. Hussar on the way from Stark, Chain Barding Armor, of course, more stables coming up. And villager numbers, 30 more for Squeak, so it's doing really good here. Rocketry on the way, a very important upgrade for these Elite Chukunu. And right now it doesn't look like Stark has a good answer to this. And he chose Hans as his civilization. I'm not sure what the idea was here. Squeak resources looking fine, maybe a little bit more wood needed, but he's not going for so many Siege Rams right now, so it's alright. And he's got a good amount of Elite Chukunu, 63 military units, so he's almost pop capped here actually. While Stark, a lot of gold in the bank for now, but he's not producing so many gold units. He stopped Heavy Cav Archer production, maybe he needs to get more Siege Workshops as well. And those Siege Workshops on the left hand side, it was a good idea to maybe try and go to the left, try to go into the base. That means at the same time he doesn't have siege at home, and there's the siege rams moving in with the elite Chukunu, and heavy cav archer production now started again for Stark. He needs to defend this, he needs to find a way to take down elite Chukunu, and I think even with Paladin, that elite Chukunu wants to get a good fighting spot, they may be better. Siege rams coming in here, and that's a lot of them. I think that's like 6 or 7 still remaining to try and take down this castle. The siege workshops are going down for sure. There's too many heavy cav archers, and I think Stark is right now trying to micro a little bit. At the same time, this is not looking good. He lost the 2 relics, maybe there's one more, yes. But the siege rams moving in to take down archer ranges and soon TCs. So the heavy cav archer production inside Stark's base is stopped, and he doesn't have any more archer ranges left. I think he has none. And that's huge, because that's the military units he chose to go for. Hussars, okay, they are alright against the siege rams, of course. They're gonna take a little bit of arrow fire from the Chukunu, but you need heavy cav archers at least, or maybe elite skirmishers. And this is looking good for Squeak. Cleaned up this, except for the castle. Last siege workshop will fall. There's a castle coming up as well for Squeak to take control over this area, to secure his own base. And look at this, this is looking brutal for Stark. I think Squeak is just about to win the second game here, and that's huge. Stark needs to recover fast. The TC coming up in No Man's Land, not sure about that. A few more farms coming up in No Man's Land, but Stark is on 114 population and probably going to drop down very soon. 2k8 gold in the bank, but nothing else, and he can't really produce a lot of gold units because he doesn't have the wood. He has a market, at least that's good for him. He needs to buy. At the same time, Squeak is low on gold, pretty much low on wood, has a lot of food in the bank to get more light cav out, and on the left hand side he cleaned up everything, going for the extra gold now. The elite Chukunu will start to go towards Stark's base, and I think Squeak is just waiting for his army to garrison, to get, how do you call it, to come together and go in. Even Cavalier now on the field for Stark. He's not giving up this game yet, but I don't see a good way once again to get rid of this army. Elite Chukunu are just very strong here. The heavy cav archers, of course, way more HP, but the siege rams and that huge attack, they should win this game. And look at this, there is the second group coming in. Groups joining together, and the Cavalier will go down so fast. Look at the amount of arrows that are flying, and the heavy cav archers, I think, are next to go. Squeak is in full control of this game, is just patiently waiting for his chances, and now we do see Stark going on stone. Maybe try to get at least a castle up later on, or maybe try to sell stone, but Squeak is inside Stark's base, and Stark is trying to defend as good as he can, sending more and more units, trying to get more up. But look at the resources, he's pretty much down on everything, and I think GG coming in right now. Yes, that was game 2, so I'm going to stop this video here and going into game 3 and at least game 4. That's what I can promise you right now, because I told you this is going to be a 2-part video, 2-part set. I'm going to add game 3 to 5 because I don't want to spoil if it's going to be 4 games or 5 games, but we're going to see, or I'm going to see you in the next games. For now, GG.